Hey, and welcome back to It'll Be Fine. I'm your host, Erica Bell, the podcast where I remind myself and you that everything will be fine. We've made it. First of all, how are you doing? Right now, kids are out of school. You got kids, they're out of school. They've been out for maybe a week, maybe not quite as long. Are you surviving? Are you thriving? How is it going? My kids are in camp this week, so that's been wonderful. I've had actually a lot of clients at the end of the year. It's interesting with being a professional organizer. Like sometimes the holidays, people don't want to think about that over the holidays, and then other times it's like booming. It's been booming. So it's wonderful to be able to help people with their space, especially right before Christmas. And listen, let me just make a little side note. I am going to be talking about Christmas. We are Christian in our family. We do celebrate Christmas. This episode will be talking about Christmas time. So if you don't celebrate, you don't care about Christmas, maybe you just tune into another episode. Or maybe you just stick around anyways. But I just wanted to let you know, and you can, give you that out in case you need it. So, yeah, so it's been busy. My kids are in camp. Love it, love it, love it. I'm, again, so happy to be able to help people right before like this crazy season when they have this like influx of gifts and things, but I keep saying this to so many people. I'm like, I feel like the holiday is here and I'm like not fully grasping onto it. Like I feel like it's getting away from me so quickly and I'm not really soaking it all in. I've just been so busy. Again, it's such a blessing. I'm so happy to be so busy, but I just feel like, listen, I've watched like one Hallmark movie. Y'all, that's not enough. I need to I gotta amp that up. I know that they're all the same plot, all the same script, but it just doesn't feel like the season. So I feel like I am doing a lot of the things, the holiday things, like we've seen some lights and we've seen Santa and all of that, but I just still feel like it's coming and going too quick. It's too quick. And that is freaking me out a little bit. I think I almost like the anticipation of a holiday better than the actual holiday itself. The excitement around it, and it just lasts for so much longer, right? You're happy all of December. And then when it passes, like thank goodness we have New Year's right after, because then it's got like you can kind of come down knowing you have another holiday. But I hate I just hate how quickly it passes by. But I had some thoughts of, okay, well, there are a lot of things that we haven't done. And, I see some of my clients with their kids and they're like making gingerbread houses and they're, just doing all the things. And I don't feel like I feel like I outsourced that a little bit this year, right? So like I'm letting camps kind of do those things. Again, we've done stuff. So I need to give myself some credit, but I'm going to let you know if you're feeling like that, like you haven't done all the things and you haven't made your Christmas for your family, like you haven't made it special. You've chances are you've done enough. I've done enough. It's not like my kids are sitting around like begging us to do more Christmas things because we just haven't done enough. That's not accurate, right? Let it go. It's fine. You've done enough. And now I'm at the point where like instead of trying to scramble, like traffic is crazy. Okay, I'm filming this the Friday before Christmas and traffic is a zoo. I just left a client. It's wild, wild. And so that people are scrambling. I've been that person. I get it. I hope you don't have to be that person, but like I understand. But I also am at the point where I'm like kind of like if I didn't get it done, I'm just ready to like really fully soak in all the holiday stuff and not stress. So I want to say that to you as well. Just let the stuff go. If you didn't do what you feel like is quote unquote enough, let it go. It's fine. Don't drive yourself so crazy this weekend that you don't actually enjoy the holiday and that you don't actually enjoy what the holiday is about. I was reading my devotional this morning, I've gotten back into the habit of waking up before my kids, waking up early, doing my devotional before I get my day started. It makes such a huge difference. So I had gotten away from that because I was feeling like I wasn't getting enough sleep. So I just felt like I needed every extra minute. And also my lack of sleep was kind of, I felt like it was triggering my migraines that I had been having. This week I actually got a MRI in my head, so hopefully nothing is seriously wrong. Stay tuned. So I was like, okay, I don't want to do anything that's going to trigger a migraine. So I need all this sleep. And like I've mentioned before, I'm just a psycho if I don't get enough sleep. But I have medicine for my migraines. I can take it if I get one. I'm kind of, I was so ready and so hungry to get back into that routine. So I've reestablished waking up early, waking up before the kids, because there's just something about waking up before anyone else is awake. Well, now my husband goes to the gym early, so he is awake. But just waking up, like your alarm clock being like a kid screaming in your ear or whatever, it's just not a good way to start your day. Do something for yourself to start your morning, and I promise it'll make your day better. It definitely has for me. So I've gotten back into my devotionals, and today's, one of my devotionals was saying something about let us not get used to the idea of Christmas. Let us not get so let us not be numb to this idea. Or we celebrate it each year, of course, but let us not like forget the miracle that it is and forget the power that it has. Let us not ever not be in awe of what the holiday really is about. So for us, my kids will sing happy birthday Jesus. So it's a birthday party as well as, anything else. And we need to get back to basics with what it is. We've, of course, as a society, over commercialized the holiday as we tend to do. And it's just taken such a turn for the worse in some ways. There's so much going on and there's so many things to do. And so many of those things usually bring us further away from what the holiday is really about. And don't get me wrong, I love the idea of Santa. I love the idea of seeing lights and making gingerbread houses and doing all of those things. But I think we overcomplicate it and we stress ourselves out when really we should just be rejoicing and praising all of December and just living in awe of what this holiday is really about. So maybe I'm a little late on this episode to, have those words of encouragement. But again, I know so many people are just going to be driving themselves crazy this weekend. And I just don't want you to be one of them. So hopefully, hopefully you won't be. I wish that the things and the feelings, the activities, all of that we celebrate during December, I wish we could just live like that year round. Instead of sending, like, I was reading something about sending holiday cards and how people are like, they're just stressed out to send them. First of all, my cousin has a brilliant idea. She just digitally makes hers and just like posts it on Facebook. Then it's a card, or she'll text it out. It's like, that's lovely. Save a stamp, save some paper, save a tree. And it's just easier. But like, why? We don't have to just send holiday cards. You could send a 4th of July card to someone and let them know how your kids are doing. Hey, this is how our school year ended. This is how summer's going. It doesn't have to just be at the end of the year, or these fun activities that we do. There's so much in December, and that's so much fun, but it's also overwhelming. So why can we not take that and spread it out throughout the year? Like, I used to love the idea of sending out a New Year's card instead of a holiday card, or instead of a Christmas card. Spread it out for you and spread it out for other people. It gets to be too much. So I'm going to try to think, I'm pondering already, like I think I'm going to do a vision board for 2024. I haven't done one in years. I used to love to make them. So I'm thinking about doing that, and I'm thinking just about like my goal setting and plans for the year and all of that. And what ways can I really like stretch out the joy of this season? How can I stretch it out throughout the year? last year, earlier this year, we actually had a Christmas in June, kind of a halfway to Christmas party. And it was so much fun. Like, I could easily see that becoming kind of a family tradition. Everyone loved it. Like, we invited my brother, sister-in-law, my mom, my stepdad. Everyone just had a really good time. We made fake snow. We just did all the things, and it was kind of a nice, we could pretend like it wasn't freaking 200 degrees outside and just have that joy in the middle of the year. So what can we do to hold on to that joy, to further celebrate what Christmas is about, or just that spirit, the spirit of being in awe of God and being in awe of Jesus, and how can we take that throughout the year and make it fun? Like I said this on another episode, but it's like I'm not going to say YOLO, but we only do have this one life. We want to make it enjoyable. And as I'm thinking about what I want my children's, you know, childhood to be like, and what I want my parenthood to be like, again, I talked about that on another episode, but what do I want it to look like? I want it to be filled with fun memories, different stuff, and not just, oh my gosh, we were doing so much in December and it was overwhelming and it was stressful and we were running around and it was crazy and we just did too much and it was, like we all got tummy aches and it just sucked. I don't want those to be the memories. So how can we stretch it out throughout the year? What can we do? How can we live that sort of life? So that's what I'm going to be thinking about. If you have ideas, please let me know. So I've got a really fun episode coming up next week, and we'll just continue to roll on into the new year. I'll be talking about goal setting, some more, that sort of things. Yeah, I hope you have the merriest Christmas. Please try to just let things go this weekend. Enjoy it. Enjoy time with your family or your friends or your pets or your neighbors or whoever you're going to spend the holiday with. And, you know, invite that person to church that, maybe needs that invite, because church and Easter, those are like the biggest church holidays, and people are they're anxious to go if you just invite them. So I'm trying to be better about that too. But just enjoy it. Enjoy yourself and get back to the basics of what it's about. Let us never forget and be in awe of what the holiday really means. Again, have the merriest Christmas, and I will talk to you soon.